we're going to go into our first practice session. Okay, are you ready? So if you want a quick 1 minute break while others are getting ready, get your laptop ready, we will do ChatGPT first. Then later we do Gemini. And Dr. Henry can help me. Okay, so this is the first module of 9. Let's go fast. These are the different brands that are using ChatGPT now. Nestle, uh, Pricewaterhouse, 7-Eleven, OCBC, Coca-Cola. So if you're not joining, you should be with these top brands. Okay. Later, I'll show you the difference between ChatGPT 4.0 and Gemini. 4 is not 4.0. O means omni. Omni, which means a more natural human-computer interaction. That's what the O stands for. Dr. Henry and a few others here in this group will help to you to. Oh, we got more people come in. Oh, we got more people come in. We got 15. Okay. Wow. Good, 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 good. Oops. So are you ready to rock and roll? You say yes. Good. Type in yes. We're not gonna go now. Let's go. Okay. So I'm gonna stop share. Oh no, no, not yet. Uh, I use ChatGPT and Gemini exclusive every day. Every day. So let me teach you something. I'm not gonna give you any slides. You can screen save if you want. So it's up to you. So this is something I created. It's called Reps. This is how you become the prompt king like me, a prompt engineer. Because if you're just dabbling, you're not a prompt engineer. It means you're just asking very superficial. You have a very superficial use of the prompt. But if you're a prompt engineer, you really are way more advanced. Just like Excel. I know like Steve Chen, I'm not sure he's here. He's very good in Excel, and I'm only 35%. I know I suck in Excel, but in terms of prompt, I am the king. So there are four things you need to narrow down ChatGPT, because if you don't narrow down the parameters, it will give you thousands of pages. That's why it's more useful than Google. We all know that if you Google something, you're going to have thousands of pages of that Google. But ChatGPT will narrow it down for you to a few pages. But you can even narrow it down to even shorter. So this is the P part. You say, ChatGPT, I just want 10 top tips how to be a good coach. 10 top tips. I don't want 20, I don't want 5, I want 10. Or I also do a lot of articles. I say I want to have the top 10, the top 5 um, most powerful books that changed the world. Then I got the answer. There are one that I do not agree. Then I said, give me another one, then I replace it. So this is where the prompt engineer is very specialized. Those who have taken our workshop 1 year ago, this will be deeper and faster. Okay, let's see how far we can go. So the first thing you can tell ask ChatGPT, act as a what? So ChatGPT, I want you to write this article like a Wall Street Journal writer. I want you to write this article like McKinsey and Company. I want you to write this article like a top ad copywriter like David Ogilvy or Saatchi and Saatchi. So this is the role you have to say, because you are actually training AI. You're training ChatGPT. This is very important. Just imagine there's an assistant in front of you that is 24/7 ready to serve you, but you have to train this assistant, this wonderful PA, because the more you train, the more it understands your needs, the more be fine-tuned. If you give it rubbish, it will churn out rubbish for you. So you say, ChatGPT, act as this. In fact, the new ChatGPT 4 Omni is more chatty and maybe more flirtatious with you. Some people are kind of freaked out by that. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about it being too chatty. Yeah. Okay. The other one is action. So I said, write as if I'm the president of the United States. Then what action you want? What do you want it to do? I want to have article. I want to write headline. I want to write this letter to my boss. I want to do this. In fact, when I created the International AI Association, that website, it only took me 7 days to build that website using AI. And I just say, give me all the association. What are the ground rules we need? Give me the constitution, and it gives me, and then I eliminate half. I take what I want, but at least I don't have to start from scratch. It saved me a lot of time. Can you imagine if you can save, according to McKinsey and Company, their survey says 20% of a normal worker spend on searching for information. Searching for information, 20%. That means one day out of 5 days, I'm just looking for information. I don't know where to find. I'm looking, or my boss say, hey, please find me a good supply for this. So that's searching, right? Find me this, find me that. It's searching for information. So if if I can save you 20% or one day in 1 week, will it be worthwhile for you? This is the power of and the beauty of AI. So what's the action? The parameters again, what is the format? I want it in this one page. I only want one page. Give me a one sheet page summary of the financial plan of Malaysia or Hong Kong. Give me the one page, show the limits, the parameters. Because then it will, and you can always say, when you want to continue, you just say continue. This time I want to expand on this area. You can do anything you want. You can add or replace this story, or replace this person, because I don't think this person is appropriate. Give me another example of a leader. Whatever, just say all and then right after this, once I teach you, we'll get to do a practice session. Also tell what style you want. I want it in the style of Drake. I want it in the style of Asian Wall Street Journal. I want to write it like the Malaysian The Edge journalists will write. I want to write it like an investigative journalist as Malaysian Kini. What tone? You want it funny? You want it happy? You want it sad? You want it punchy? You want to provoke action? This is RAPS, okay? Please screen save this. This is going to be very helpful for you. Okay. Oh, the other thing is, when you're training AI, use a single thread in ChatGPT. Don't go for a new thread, Why? Because when you come up with a new thread, it means a new prompt, right? If you keep same prompt, it will keep going, it will keep storing. You're training the AI in that particular area. So for me, I run 5 different big companies. For AI University, I use one single thread. For Change You, which is very different, it's about leadership and all that, I use a different thread. For my Borneo Hunter, which is headhunting, I use a different thread, because I'm training ChatGPT for that single thread, okay? So you may end up with 10, and you can go back to all those different things. I'll teach you. I think enough said. Let's start training. I'm not going to go into Ernie. Ernie is a Chinese version of ChatGPT. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, I'm going to stop screen share. Okay, this is the practice session now. Wait, let me off this. Okay, let me see what's happening. 16 different messages. Who is here today? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, good. Okay. Can you open up your laptop and we go into ChatGPT? If you're lost, share your screen so we know what you're up to. Okay. Right now, I'm not going to share my screen, but oh no, sorry, I will share my screen to show you how it looks like. Okay. All right. And the rest will help me. Okay. The rest will, I will share again my screen. Share sound. Share. Never mind. Okay. Never mind. Oh, stuck, stuck, stuck. Can you see my screen?
Okay, good.
Good. Let's see. Oh, no, 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 not here, not here. Sorry, I got many tabs open. Okay, you see that I have, this is Gemini. Gemini looks like this. Okay, I won't go to Gemini. You will have enough chance to do Gemini. The time is, hey, we're doing good. It's now 5 minutes to 3. We got up to 4:30. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I tell you, I may split the practice session into part one, part two, because then I need to complete Dr. Henry's 3 modules and also other business matters. Then I see what, because the practice session normally I do uh, 3 sessions that is 2 hours long. But I'm not going to do that because I just want you to get a feel of ChatGPT as well as Gemini, right? There is a difference. There is a difference. Okay, I'm going to go into. Okay, now I would suggest that if you have money, pay for the 20 US for ChatGPT. It's worth it because sometimes there's a limit. You can only do 30 input in 3 hours. Now you think, hey, 30 is quite a lot, I'm not gonna ask. No, if you're like me, when I use few hours a day, very quickly you use up 30 entries very easily. Because when you do design work, I don't mind showing some of the things that I do. Okay. I do a lot of articles. I'll say, can you rephrase this article? Okay. Let me see what previous thing I've done. Oh, this is a bit spiritual. Maybe I won't go into that one. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, by the way, there are also many plugins. You can have like for instance, PDF AI you can download a PDF and you can ask the PDF AI to give you a summary of the financial report or whatever you want. I want the key points. I want it in a chart. So these are some of the plugins. So let me see. See, okay, anyone have a question? You can ask me. Anyone. So then I can show you, or, okay, let me show you what I've done previously. As a writer, I would like an editor to edit me, like any writer. So I use ChatGPT as an editor. So I'll say, grammatically, is this correct? I'll show you. I think you will notice that. Let me also switch around with the Gemini. Oh, what happened? Okay. So let me now switch to Gemini. Gemini is actually, in fact, I quite like Gemini. Is the format is very different. For instance, lately I've been writing about the AI, right? So see, my prompt is, which one is more accurate? Is it three? I only started only this morning. This is my last reminder to all of you. I said, hey, is it 3 cheap shortcuts to AI adoption, or is it 3 cheap shortcuts for AI adoption? And it tells you this. It says, well, depends which emphasis you want. Do you want to highlight the ease of the AI, or do you want to highlight the nature? So finally, I choose because you said grammatically both are correct. But if you say uh, 2 shortcuts to AI adoption, it emphasizes the destination and thing, and the tools. And then previously I asked, you can see what I wrote here. Oh, even the reminders I sent to you recently, I said, I when I first sent out the invitation, it was very lengthy, and then it crystallized everything. So I really love it. Previously, I'll ask my team or my senior people, but you know, my senior people are very busy people. Dr. Henry is super busy. So sometimes it's very hard to get the team together, except my staff, like my intern or my graduate team, because they are there. But now with ChatGPT, I can ask it anything I want. Anything. Do I write dear or hello? I used to write dear, but ChatGPT said, what, Gemini said, why don't you use hello? Sounds more interesting. So it actually tells you, hey, you can change your invitation letter and you can use hello, and it became much better. Seriously, it's more clearer. It writes better than me. And I'm considered a top copywriter in the world. So therefore, it's helped me to be 10 times better and clearer. Okay? See, this is the all this thing I sent to you is all generated by lately Gemini. Gemini actually explains to you what's the difference. I kind of like it now for now. Right now is the flavor of the month because I already tested ChatGPT, but I find that this is very interesting. For instance, do I use do what is the more universally accepted? Is it mobile phone, handphone? So even sometimes I ask that, right? So it said, okay, mobile phone is widely used globally, but handphone is used in UK. So if I'm in UK, I may use handphone, but in US, it's cell phone. Is more understood there, but worldwide is mobile. So therefore, I use the word mobile. Okay. So these are all the incredible things you can just ask. In this one is Gemini, and it will just make your life much easier. I think I rather stop here just to really show you how things are. I will now coach you. Who wants to share screen? Share screen, especially those who don't know well. Kashika, you don't lah. You're too good lah. Okay. Who wants to share screen and help you? Moha, Michelle, anyone? Hello? Respond, please. Oops. Anyone want to share screen? This is the practice session. So those who not, don't worry, I will help you. Don't worry if you're new to it, I will help you. Anyone wants me to help? Because it's no point I show you just me. I want you to start practicing. So either you all type in something you want to research or write me a letter. So or you can do that, or one of you show me what you want. We should not be afraid of AI, Nadira says. Okay. Dr. Henry,
Hmm.
anybody? No one want to show the screen.
Well, I guess they're all good. They probably understand you well. I mean, in the
Really?
interest of time, probably we can proceed lah.
Okay.
And
Sh
after the event, if they have anything, then we can still have some time for Q&A later.
okay. I realized that 2.5 hours is not like uh you I need to build up the case for you, and already I telling you how you can be a better prompt engineer. That means your prompt is the king. Most of you are only 1 out of 10 from a scale from 1 to 10. I suspect you're only 1 out of 10. You're not there as a prompt engineer. If you're a prompt engineer, you should able to ask much more complex questions. In fact, my prompts sometimes are 1 paragraph long. Or I may do an article and ask it to rephrase it, or I want it more impactful. So Dr. Henry suggests that we can come back maybe if you feel there's another session, because Dr. Henry also have his own session. So I think we move on. Are we okay with that, guys? Can I move on?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Once you share screen, everything's become slow. Can you see my screen? Yes, no, no, yes.
Good to go.
Good to go.
Right.
Good to go. Good to go. So earlier I mentioned if you want the Chinese version, Ernie came out about I don't know, half a year ago. Of course China is catching up. They have their own version, but I must warn you the China version is very censored because as you know the government censor things, so that's how it is, you know. So for instance, you can't get Facebook and YouTube and all this in China. They have their own Weibo and all that. So their AI is much more controlled by by the government. So just to realize that. So that's why I prefer the ChatGPT and Gemini. It will actually give you a very neutral. They will give you two viewpoints. Whereas sometimes from what I read, this is research done by AI experts. They say that the China version tend to be very lopsided. For instance, if you ask about USA, whatever USA policy, it has quite a bit of negative comments about it. Whereas you do ChatGPT, you will tell you, the US government, the pro and the con, and they'll give you two sides. So that's why I prefer that. That's all I want to say. So we have some companies like Tanchong that are implementing AI, and different companies are searching now. You can have a AI top three AI tools for any department. We have top AI tools for sales. To obviously in a 2 day session, I can teach you, show you the AI tools, but not in this 2.5 hours. It'll be a stretch. But I just want to give you the whole feel and the huge scope of how powerful and beautiful AI is. I can have AI tools for events, for R&D, for PR, anything. You can write a press release. I've done dozens of press release in just 5 minutes with my, it gives me a framework for me to work on. It doesn't start from scratch. So that's the beauty. It gives you a very good framework and you can pick and choose. You can do whatever you want. Okay. So does this blow your mind? If it does, right, type in the chat. It blows my mind. Woohoo! Okay. So can you write what's your top steal away so far? Top steal aways. Just type in the chat. Give me at least one. So what have you learned so far? Okay, and then we go into next. Let's go